Thank you, Anag. Hi guys, good evening. We're gonna have the verbal reasoning session 2 today. So I think this is the third week of verbal reasoning, and today is session 2. And our trainer would be Mrs. Annapurna Murugan. Okay. Guys, I will show you how to get access to the handouts and the recordings and everything. Just please pay attention, all right? Everything will be taught over here, all right? Make sure you have a stable internet connection and a noise-free environment. And we recommend you to use your earphones while taking the session because it will be a more comprehensive session that way. Please respect your instructor, your classmates, and yourself, and do not write anything inappropriate in the chat box. To access IELTS in Duolingo class, appreciate if you can help. Yeah, sure, I'll help, Himani. You cannot access the class, or you cannot access the handouts and the recordings for those classes. Okay, just please specify. And have you registered or enrolled in the classes from the website or not? I will teach you how to do everything. Don't worry. Okay, guys, we have these 3 memberships. Okay, if you wanna upgrade to any of the memberships, you can just drop in your details in the chat box, and my team will get back to you. We have these 3 profile evaluation that is done by our experts. In this, you get university shortlisting, post recommendation, country recommendation. You also get a recommendations report, guys. So please make sure you book a slot on the website because it is a very, very beneficial thing that we're providing you, guys, and it's absolutely free of cost, guys. We have free live IELTS classes that goes on from Monday to Friday, 7:30 to 8:30, and it's a 4-week course. We also have free live Duolingo classes that goes on from Monday to Friday, 6:30 to 7:30, and it's a 2-week course. Okay, avail application fee waivers and many more elite features along with expert counseling. All right, guys, we're gonna have a webinar this weekend, that is Saturday. And it will be on UK versus US versus Canada versus Australia, best country to study abroad in. Okay, I have provided the link in the chat box. Please go and register yourself for the webinar. I'm sorry, guys. I have really bad cold right now. Okay. So it's gonna be from 7 to 8, guys, and it'll be taken by our co-founder, Mr. Jaideep Gurujala. So please do contact. Okay. Ma'am, is there a group for these updates at WhatsApp? Yeah, there is a group. No. We have a group on Telegram. Okay, I'll share the Telegram link with you. Okay, you can just check it out. And use a mobile phone to get access to it. Otherwise, you won't be able to get access to it. Please get well soon. Thank you so much, Payal. No worries. That's my job. Thank you so much. Okay, so we are having this offer running right now in which you get the gold membership for just rupees 499, guys, and you get the following facilities: live IELTS coaching, live GRE coaching, university selection and applications, SOP and LOR writing services, visa support, loan support. Okay, so mainly if you want a few additional facilities like university selection and application, SOP and LOR writing and all of that, then you can enroll for this. All right. Okay, so then you can enroll for this. All right. Um, and if you want to take this membership, guys, then you can drop in your details in the chat box and my team will get back to you. These are a few reviews. This is the homepage of, okay, I tried accessing the handouts. I opened the website solution store GRE. Okay. Okay. File, I'll show you how to. Okay, now don't worry. Go to solutions, go to store, guys. Okay. These are the live classes courses. GRE First Duolingo. Sorry. Okay, you land upon this page. GRE First, Duolingo Second, and IELTS. All of this is absolutely free of cost. Okay, absolutely free of cost. Okay. I will also provide, if you're not able to access, I will also provide a link. Wait a second, guys. I'll find that coupon code for you all very quickly. Um, I'll find that coupon code in which you can get the silver membership for free. I hope it's working right now also. Yeah. Okay. The coupon code, guys, is IGS1000. Please use this coupon code to get the silver membership for free. Just check. Sorry. Just check if it's working right now. All right. I don't know if it's working, but I hope it's working only. Okay, don't worry. So this is the store. All right, guys. In after this, go on GRE. Click on that. Enroll. Okay, enroll. After that, come back to the homepage again. This is the homepage. Go to your name over here. Go to my test preparation. Again, click on view course now. Okay. After this, you will land upon this page. Fine. Clear, everybody. Now go to quantitative reasoning for getting access to the material and read recordings of that class. Okay. Then go to verbal ability and check out the material and everything of that classes, of those classes. All right. Wait a second. I'll show you how. See. Today, week 3 is going on right now. So the handout for today is also available. See, everything is available for you guys. Yesterday's recording must be, I'll drop in today's handout link in the chat box. Yesterday's recording is also available. We update all of this every day. Okay. Uh, Payal, now have you understood completely? If there's still a problem, now you can just ask me. There is no issue. What is not working, Pauline? Okay. Guys, when you go on solutions, go on store, everything is in front of you. All of these classes are live classes. You can enroll in all of them absolutely free of cost. Okay. And you can get facilities absolutely free of cost. Am I clear? All of the recordings and handouts will be provided to you absolutely free of cost if you enroll in any of these sessions. All right. So if you have any issues, just try again. Okay. Otherwise, tomorrow you can tell me. No problem. All right. Yeah. So, guys, that's it from my side. I'll hand over the session to ma'am now. Ma'am, are you there?
Hi, Supriya.
Hello. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. I hope you will get well soon.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Ma'am, you
Brilliant.
can thank you. You can
Well,
take over the session.
yes, thank you. Hi, guys. Good evening. I hope everyone is doing good. Yes. Okay, we'll continue with our vocabulary session. Hi, Payal. Good evening. Yeah. So anyone with any queries, I would recommend you people to post the queries at the end of the session, because you people know that I'll be just explaining. I may miss on your questions, so I would really not to don't like to miss on your questions. So kindly listen to what we say. So post that, you people can ask or so tell me like all your queries here. Okay. Now, yesterday I was talking about some of the important things like roots, prefixes, suffixes, and at the same time we even discussed about the family words and why these family words would become very, very, very important for us. Why? Because this is the quickest method or quickest way of remembering the words. Okay. And why do we need your roots, prefixes and suffixes? Because that will, whenever you come across any new word, so if you're not aware of what it is, okay, so at least you can guess the meaning there, you can at least understand what it is telling you, or even you people can understand whether it is a positive word or a negative word, so you people can understand that, isn't it? So, and we all know that almost, so we need to work on more than 10,000 words here. If we have to work more than 10,000 words, do you think so it would be advisable for us to just, what is that, mug up on the things? No. And also, if you mug up also, if you remember the meanings also, you will not be able to crack the questions such as your text completion and sentence equivalence. Why? Because there we need to understand the contextual requirement of the words. We cannot just randomly insert any word there. Why? The contextual understanding is very, very, very important. What is this contextual this requirement? Why do we have to use this contextual requirement? All these things I'm going to narrate to you people. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to share the screen. Just 1 second. Yeah, here we go. Now, I was talking about the contextual references. What is this context? So, what is the requirement of the sentence? Depending upon the sentence requirement, you people need to insert the word. But how do you understand basically what is the requirement of the sentence? That also you need to recognize. So, basically, if you see, guys, the sentences that we get, so in your this one, text completion and sentence equivalence, they won't be giving you just a simple sentence. Okay, remember that they won't give you guys with simple sentences. They are going to give you compound or complex sentences. Now, I don't go much in detail with what is this compound and complex sentence, but I'll be telling you the difference between simple sentence, compound, and complex sentence. What is this simple sentence? Simple sentence is nothing but, it is not like, let me clear the doubts here. Simple sentence, usually students will think that, okay, using simple words or just using some like simple ideas. Actually, idea cannot be simple or complex. Remember that. We don't have anything, even the words also, they are not simple or complex words, we don't have. Basically, the ideology behind the simple sentence, compound sentence, and complex sentence is very, very, very simple. What does that mean? In simple sentence, we express only one idea. That means only one idea. If you go through that sentence, you will get only one idea. For example, I'm teaching English to students today online. So what is this? This is just giving the idea what I'm doing right now. That's it. This is the only idea that I have. Now, if I state an idea, so stating that today I'm teaching, so transition words and your one word substitution, so that students will get the clarity about so how the sentences are constructed, and like how they need to use different lexical resources. Here what I'm doing, I'm using three ideas here. First, what I'm telling, what is conducted, what is the agenda of the class, why that thing is present, and how it is useful to students here. That means three ideas I'm conveying here. Okay. So if I'm conveying three ideas, and what does that mean? I connected these three ideas using what? So, and okay, these are the two things that I used. So what are these things? These are nothing but transition words. When we combine two or more ideas, we need to have some connectors, and those connectors only we call them as transition words. And these transition words further so can be segregated or classified into coordinating conjunctions and your subordinating conjunction. Depending upon the usage of coordinating conjunction and subordinating conjunctions, we classify the sentences into compound and complex. Okay. This is completely different. That means what? Whenever you people get this one text completion, that is fill in the blanks, and whenever you get the synonym, I mean the sentence equivalence, what we need to keep in mind, we know that they are going to combine two or more ideas. What is that they are going to do? Two or more ideas they will be combining. These ideas could be opposite in nature. These ideas could be supportive in nature. These ideas could be completely different from each other, right? So that means the combination of any kind of ideas tend to take place in your sentences, GRE, text completion or sentence equivalence. But how do you recognize what is happening? So that could be done only by our transition words. What is this? We have transition words. So when we do this text completion, and so when we study them, this first thing I will tell you people to do would be, as soon as you people see the sentence, I want you people to recognize where is the transition word and what is it doing, what kind of transition word they are using. That is the first technique that I'm going to train you people. That means what? You need to know what is this transition word and what are these transition words. Definition also you need to know, and how they appear and what are those, that also you need to know. That is the reason today we are going to study about the transition words. Now I'm going to display the PPT for you guys. Guys, can you see this? Just 1 second. Just give me a confirmation. Yes, you people can see. So what are these transition words? Transition words are the words that basically tell us or that helps us to convey our different ideas in one sentence. Okay. These are very, 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 very important. We have around 200 to 250 transition words. In fact, we'll be giving you the complete list here. So how many transition words we have altogether in English language? It is just 200 to 250 transition words. Now, it is very, very important for you guys to know them, and not just knowing them. You need to know why they are used. Okay, because we cannot just mug up the transition words and say that, okay, I know all the 200, but if you don't know why they are used, then you will not be understanding what is happening in the sentence there, isn't it? So basically, why these transition words are used? These transition words has said it will not only connect the ideas but also shows that shift in the sentence. It gives the life to the sentence there. Okay, see, at least when we are speaking, you people will come to know, see, I'm speaking right now, you know with what excitement I'm teaching, whether I'm excited or whether I'm just, what is that, narrating the things. So you will understand, so what is my nature or whatever is the opposite person's nature when they are speaking, isn't it? So when they speak loud or when they tell. But so when they write, how do you understand what is happening in the sentence? What is the emotion lying in the sentence? How do you understand this? There should be something, isn't it? Because words, many times you would have seen when you people text to your friend or text to someone, it is always mistaken. Why? Because writing things, the documentation is always confusing. But what will help us to have the right track, to have the right understanding of the idea that you are presenting, that would be nothing but so these transition words only. That means these transition words plays crucial role in expressing the sentiment, emotion, the tone of the sentence. So therefore, it is very, 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 very important. Not just for the text completion and sentence equivalence, we use this transition words, but you will be surprised even for your, what is that, understanding of the RCs and the CR also, it is important. So that you will understand what is the movement happening in RC. What is the movement happening? If they ask you what is the tone of the author, we have discussed the tone of the author questions also. At that time, how do you recognize what is the tone? Through this, so transition words. And not only that, guys, so even because if you're planning to give GRE, definitely you will be planning to give either TOEFL or your IELTS. There you need to write essay also. You need to speak also. Why? In GRE also you need to write and you need to speak, isn't it? Sorry, you need to write. No, no speaking is there. So that means what? When you are writing, definitely you need to present all your ideas. It has to be expressive enough. You need to know the use of transition words. That means transition words are very, very, very crucial for your language improvement also, for your test requirement also, for your overall development. It is required here. Okay. And now, so let me tell you, so the transition words and how they will be doing all these work. What are the work things that they are going to do means they will create the shift in the sentence. Okay, what will they do? They try to create the shift in the sentence. That means they try to connect two opposite ideas, or they try to emphasize on something. We have transition words which will start emphasizing the things also. Emphasizing means it is trying to stress that this is the thing we need, like how we are stressing. See, this week we are stressing only on the words here, isn't it? Just like that, we'll have some kind of stress also. So we have some kind of agreement. We have a purpose that indicates that these transition words will be indicating the purpose also. It also indicates the result. It also indicates the conclusion. So it also indicates the in addition ideas, all these things. That means totally the movement of the sentence is based on your transition words. Now, let me take you people to the craziest part, that is the transition words. Now, you may think that, oh, we have seen already these things. Only the thing is, we don't recognize it, isn't it? Don't you think already you guys would have come across these transition words? That is the thing, guys. You people may know all these words. The only problem here would be what? We don't recognize the importance of these things. We use them in everyday life. So we know what they are. Many times they are very much in our subconscious mind. Only the thing is, we don't know why we are using these things. What is happening here? So that we won't be recognizing. But here in our class, we emphasize those importance. See, if you want to agree on something, if you want to add on, so that means the transition words which basically signifies, or which basically used for showing the agreement or addition or similarity. So what we have some of the words like in addition, likewise, so, or in the first place. That means we are trying to emphasize on the something. Not only, but also it is again saying not only this, but also that. That means we are adding on the things. As a matter of fact, Okay, that means you are trying to give the evidence there. So in a like manner, means in addition to this, we are trying to tell this. Like manner means the sentence before in like manner and after in like manner. So will have the same meaning. It will be talking. It will be having the same essence there, right? In addition is also what? It is supporting. In addition to transition words, today I'm going to discuss one word substitution. That means what? In along with this, I'm doing something else there. Okay, so that is in addition, coupled with, in the same fashion, first, second, third. See, when we are talking about first, some idea, second, some idea, third, some idea. So that means what we are doing. So all the ideas are on the same page. That means the base of the ideas are all same here. So that is why we are listing out them. In the light of means we are emphasizing there, or we are trying to present something with the evidence based on the other thing. So that is in the light of. Not to mention, that means, so it's already there, but we are not just, what is that, emphasizing, we are just telling it to say nothing of. So it equally important. So all these things, what it is basically talking about, agreement, addition, or similarity. Whenever you people come across these things, that means what you need to understand, you need to understand that before this phrase and after this phrase, the ideas will be on the similar page. That means, so the words that you need to use should be on the same page. Got it? And also we have some of this again, by the same token, again, to, and. So also okay, Ram. Right. Even I was wondering what was the link that you shared. Okay, that's fine. Okay. So your agreement, addition, and similarity, it again, what is that? We have these words again. See, don't you think you guys have seen these words? But whenever you see this word, whether you will give a pause here when you are reading, and when you come across these words, which are the this one amalgamators, which are the like connectors, so will you give a break there and you try to understand what was said before this and what will be said after that? No, right? So that means what? Here basically what we are doing, we need to give a kind of, so break here, a natural pause should be given when you are reading, when you get these things there. Okay, why? Because it will help you to understand the sentences properly here. Now, see, all these things was dealing with agreement, addition, and similarity. See, likewise, comparatively, correspondingly, similarly, furthermore, additionally. So, just like here, also we have, of course, together with, as well as, moreover, to, as, like, uniquely, identically, equally. So all these are what? Just they're talking on the same idea and they are going with the same concepts there. So therefore, whenever you people get this, so you should remember that. And also remember one thing, these phrases and these words are there now. Before this phrase, one idea will be there. After this word, there will be one idea. That means what? This idea one and this idea two, which is connected by these agreement, addition, and similarity transition words, will be in the same direction. That means they will be trying to convey the same main idea what is present in the previous sentence. That's the thing. Now we have something called as transition words. Okay, what are these transition words with regards to opposition, opposite idea, contradiction? That means what? One idea we have a transition word. Later on, whatever I have, so that will be just opposite. For example, so I would like to continue the class till 10 p.m. But, so, but what it is trying to say? It says that, Oh, something is opposite to this. I want to continue, but is there. So what does that mean? I will not be doing that task. That means there is some hurdle which is stopping me from continuing it. That means what is this but? But is the opposite thing. So now you people could see that whatever the sentence that was before but was just opposite to the sentence that we are going to claim after but there. Okay, so therefore whenever you people are using so this transition words like opposition based or limitation based or contradiction, so you should always remember that the two sentences connected here will be what? Opposite in nature. Although this may be true, in contrast, different from, of course, but, although is also contrary word. So then at the same time, in spite of, even so, though, so be that as it may. So all these are the phrases that you need to remember, guys. Don't think that what are we doing? Words means vocabularies means. I know you people will be only thinking about, oh, vocabularies means only words and word meanings. No, under that all these things comes. If you will not know these things, definitely you can't crack. I'm seriously saying you can't crack your sentence equivalence and text completion. The need of this is very, very important than your even the words also. So than the regularly used words, you need to know this. Why? You need to know what is happening in the sentences. If you will not understand what is happening in the sentence, so how do you pick even the words there? You need to know what is the nature of the sentence, right? What is the movement? What is that fill in the blanks requirement? So you need to know. So if that is the case, this transition, so words plays crucial role. And also you need to identify and differentiate what it is trying to convey here. Whether it is trying to give the opposite ideas, whether it is trying to tell the same ideas, whether it is adding on some further information, just like the bonus ideas. So all these things you need to remember here. Okay, so opposition, see, all the entire list will be in your handouts. Kindly go through, and immediately as soon as you see the sentence, you need to recognize what is happening there. Okay, even, whereas, despite, conversely, otherwise, however, rather, nevertheless. And yes, you people would be very much confused with nevertheless, nonetheless. So these things, these things basically define the opposition only. Be careful, it won't be telling you anything in what is that same direction. They all tend to be in the opposite direction here. Now, so the next thing that we are going to have is what? Cause, condition, and purpose. That means cause and effect we tend to have. Now, so what is this cause? Something has been caused there. Okay, cause, something which is making the thing to happen. Okay, that is the because of this. Okay, so granted that in the event that with this intention, see, I am explaining with the intention that so you people will perform very well on your text completion and this one. That means what? I'm telling why I'm doing this task, why we are explaining this particular this one thing here, so that we are trying to say that means a cause or a condition or a purpose. So all these are the transition words that we are going to use here. That means we don't have just what is that one word. We have the phrases. The entire phrases themselves will act like what? Your cause, condition, or purpose. Okay. With this in mind, in the hope that, to the end that, for the fear that, in order to, seeing, being that, in the view of, if, so then, unless, when, whenever, these things you will be knowing. Only these part you need to remember here. Okay, you can see here: then, unless, when, whenever, while, because of, since, while, lest is otherwise, in case, provided that, given that, only, even if. So all these things, either it is condition or cause or the purpose it is. Getting it, guys? Now, to show the evidences, to give the examples, to support the idea that the author has presented. So, what they do, they try to give some kind of examples. But how do you know? See, how this example and the idea related? See, if they're talking about the idea, if they want to give evidence, see, idea and the example, the root core ideas will be same, isn't it? If I'm saying, okay, these words are important, you need to work on it, then I will show you the sentence equivalence or the text completion. I'll show that. If we don't understand that transition word, you will not be able to answer. That means what? I'm trying to convey how this transition words are important. First, I told it as a statement. Second, I gave it as an example. What is that you notice here? The sentence, what I said, the example, what I said, so was both of them conveyed the same idea. It conveyed what? The same particular idea. That means, so here you can see that the examples, support, emphasizes will be same as the previous idea. So that means what? Even the blanks, whatever we need to fill in, will have the same root ideas. So what we need to do, so we are going to have this as the thing. In other words, to put it differently, for one thing as an illustration, for this reason, to put it in another way with attention by all means. So these are some of the transition words. Guys, I seriously tell you guys to follow this, to understand this, to remember this, and to remember for what they are used. Why? Because for the next class, for the next verbal class, I would want you people to be perfect on this. Otherwise, our text completion and sentence equivalence would not go very smooth here, because we'll be running off with the methods and techniques. Okay. So you guys should be perfect in it. When I say, okay, when they are using, like, I'll say that, okay, these are the examples. Therefore, this part of the sentence and this part of the sentence both need to have the same idea. So therefore, let us identify what is the idea, key idea. So let us pick up the word that is related to that key idea. Like this, our speed will be there. So kindly be aware of this transition words. Then you should not tell that, ma'am, we have not prepared on transition words and all these things. No, you should get yourselves prepared with transition words for the next verbal class, isn't it? So next verbal class means next when we do the text completion and sentence equivalence. So you can go through these things. All of these things are this one. That one we spoke about was cause. This is effect. That means the result. Okay. That was the reason why it is happening. This is the reason what has happened, the result. So what we can do as a result, thus, therefore, in effect, for this reason, in that case, under those circumstances, so all these things causes or it presents. So this effect, consequences, and results. You can see all these words you guys know, right? Because then, hence, consequently, therefore, thereupon, forthwith, accordingly, and henceforth. So these are the things that basically talks about our effects, results, or consequences, or the fine conclusion or the main conclusion that can be. Conclusion and summary or the restatement, these are the transition words that you people have. Just have a glance at them. In the long run, as shown above, all things considered in the final analysis in a word. So for the most part, so all these things are what talking about are transition words. Conclusion, summary, restatement, you can all see those were the phrases. Say, you people still may get all these things easily, but when they use the phrases, you may get trapped. So concentrate on these phrases. Majorly, we want you people to concentrate on this phrases. Okay. So these things, words, so you people can remember. Oh, if there is in summary, they are trying to cover up the entire story. In essence, also you will understand that it is the final conclusion, or they are trying to convey the summary of the things there. And so therefore, so here you could see that we have all of these words which is indicating conclusion, summary, restatement. So then time, chronology or sequence, so it is given by sooner or later. If we want to define the time, or if we want to convey the time, or the this one chronology or the sequence, so what we'll be using in a moment, as long as in the order, so firstly, secondly, thirdly, so all these things so will define the time or chronology here. Like you can see here in the first place, all of a sudden, at this instant, firstly, secondly, immediately, quickly, finally, after, so sooner or later, so last, former, so and later, so till, until, since, then, before, ends. All these things, what it is conveying, what is time, chronology, and sequence deals with. Got it? We have here again the same thing. You can just go through them. Space and location. Now you may be wondering, oh, transition words means we were thinking only the movement. But here it is talking about the space also. It is talking about the time also. That's the beauty of the language, you know. So you people need to know in the distance of, in front of, on this side, so in the foreground. So all these things indicates the transition words that indicates or that actually talks about the space, location, or the place here. You can see here opposite to, here, there, next, where. All these things are the transition words which define the space, location, place here. Right? So agreement or addition or similarity, we have all these words. So as a matter of fact, in addition, I agree. So in the light of, not to mention, you people can also see some kind of repetition of these transition words. That means each transition word can do many this one functions there. Okay. So therefore, we do have this particular thing. Got it? Now, you guys would be wondering, like, what is this one word substitution and why we need to have these one word substitutions? I guess everyone want to use the nice jargons, isn't it? What is this jargon? When I was doing RCs and CRs, I said that you people definitely will come across so jargons and so some of the technical words. And you people know that they could pick up passages, they could pick up any statements from any field. That means the specific words used in certain fields, certain this one areas, which is not very common there. So such words we call as what? So your jargons. So we need to be aware of jargons also. See, if you're planning to give GRE exam, you can't say that I'm science student, I'll not be knowing the words related to political science, geography, or this one, something else. No, it is not the case. Why? You need to, if you are giving GRE, yes, you need to be well versed with all the kinds of words. And also one word substitution plays crucial role. Why it plays crucial role? In whatever the sentences they use, they won't describe using many words. They directly use one word substitution. You people need to know them. For example, if we take the animals that are butchered in the sense what? Basically the animals which are cut for consumption. What we usually say, what do you say usually? Wherever the animals are, yeah, killed ruthlessly. Okay, Paul, basically we are not asking what the act is. We are asking the place where the animals are butchered or salted. What is that place called as? So in Hindi, we call it as Kasaikana, isn't it? So, but, so Slaughterhouse. Okay, so we see that like slaughterhouse is said, or we even see meat stall, we say, or even we can see local people calling it as a chicken house or a meat store or whatever. Basically, no, there already a dead animal is bought, and they are going to, what is that, just sell it. Basically, the real word according to the native language. So the building where animals are butchered, okay, that is slaughtered. What we call it as abattoir. What we call abattoir. This is the real. By chance, this word comes in the sentence. Don't you think we get confused? What is this word? So it is important for us to have the knowledge of abattoir. Okay, not only abattoir, all the one word substitutions that we have. So we need to have the idea of. And something which is happening or which has happened or which will happen for very long time or for very long period, what that thing is there. So indefinite and very long period, something which is continuously happening, that is nothing but aeon. That means, see, our culture and tradition is just passing on from generation to generation, generation to generation. That means we can say culture and tradition is aeon. That means what? It is just passing on from very long period, indefinite period of time. So that's Aeon. Aeon is nothing but, you could have seen many stores or many big shops by all these Aeon and all the names. Okay. So then alchemy, the medieval forerunner, the important a person. So an important educated a person with regards to chemistry. So he is called as alchemy. Okay. And what is this bale? A large bundle bond for storage or transport. That means if we have a large, big bundle which is meant for storage or transport, we call it as bale. Okay. So bale means what? It is not bale puri. So it is bale is nothing but what? A large bundle which is meant either for storing or for transporting, that is called as bale. Isn't it new words, guys? So next, bell. Bell is what? It's the sound of the deer. Okay, the sound of the deer is called bell. Getting it? Below. Below is what? The sound of the alligators. So we call it as below. So then cache. So what is this? Cache. So it's nothing but a place where many things are hidden. Don't you think that whenever you people use your mobiles or even computers and everything, you come across this cache? It is transferred to cache or clear the cache. When you want to clear the history and all, you will come across this thing, clear the cache and all these things. What is this? It's a secret hidden place. So where? So you have hidden some dogs or certain things. And cannibal is who? A person who actually feeds on human flesh. Okay, so that means a person who eats, consumes human flesh. They are called as what? Cannibal. The sounds of crows, we call it as cow. Moving or acting too slowly, it is called dwaddle. Dwaddle in the sense, say, when you are not interested to go for a college or a university or a work, what we do that time? So we just try to, what is that? Do everything very slowly without any interest. We'll try to do that. Okay. So that means what? We are dwaddling. So we can't say that why you're doing the things lazily. Lazy is a different concept. Okay. But here, if we are doing, if we are moving around very, what is that, slowly, as if we don't have any energy only, and that particular thing is called as what? Dwaddling, pondering. So all these things we have. And dictate. Dictate is what? Orders which are given and which are compulsorily to be followed. See, in orders also we have many things. Some orders are given, but it is not practiced. Okay. But some orders are given, we should be seriously taken and followed. That is dictate. Hitler was a dictator, isn't it? And a man who is womanish in his habits, effeminate, that means is a male, but so whose habits and all is just like womanish. Okay, but is not basically a woman by default. Okay, so he is a man, but his habits like he may be very much interested so in making rangolis, he may be very much interested in cooking, so whose habits are just womanish, so we can call them as what? Effeminate. Okay, then government orders that limits trade in some way, that is embargo. That means if there is a government order that you should not get something from some borders or some country, so that is nothing but your embargo. Okay, lasting for a very short time, that is ephemeral. Like butterflies are ephemeral. Why? They last for very few days. Something which lasts for, which is not always, which is just, what is that? Lived for very short lived. Okay, basically what? Ephemeral is nothing but short lived. This ephemeral and all high frequency words I can say. Why? Because they are very much used in your GRE. And fastidious is what? One hard to please. So that means if it is very, like if it takes you head and toe to like satisfy someone, so that person is what? Fastidious. That means what? He or she will be very, very, very selective and very finicky in so getting satisfied. So that characteristic of a person can be considered to be fastidious. Okay, then florist, we know the person who cuts or sells the flower. Frivolous is what? So not deserving serious attention, the one who is not, so basically who don't require, deserve any serious attention. If their talks, their presence is not required. Okay, so then it is frivolous. Okay, gambit is what? So an act or remake that is calculated to gain an advantage. See, gambit. So gambit is what? So it is an act. Why we are doing that act? To get the advantage. Okay, to take the advantage of something. So if we are acting in that way, so then that thing we can consider as gambit. And gore is what? Having or showing a lot of violence and blood. So gore is nothing but, so it is like you're showing a lot of violence, blood, and everything. So that's gory. Granary is what? Granary in almost every household in villages, at this granary where they store the threshed grain. That means the cleaned so grains. If they keep that treasure, okay, the treasure house where they kept this one, what is that? Grains, and also that's called as granaries. Hamlet is what? A community of people smaller than a village. So if it's not village, but still there is a community of people, not one family, but more than a family, but so it's not a village. Okay, so that's called as hamlet. Herd is what? A group of cattle or sheep or other domestic animals. Guys, will be giving you 500 one word substitutions. We would want you people to go through them. And also we have what is that? Will be in your handouts. You will be having this 200 this one, what is that? Transition words. Kindly go through them as well. Plus yesterday's things also you people need to go through, because tomorrow we'll be working on high frequency words. Will be working. That means tomorrow we'll be focusing on only high frequency words which are mainly used in GRE here. Okay, so now you people can post the questions. Kindly post all your questions. No questions? Is the class so clear? One was like the GRE words only. Yes, Payal, it is just like the GRE words only. Why we have given you different class? See, if I just randomly give you 10,000 words, now you people will get bored. And I'm dead sure none of you will go through it. But if we create interest in the boring things, you people will have that excitement. And also we'll be having kind of what is that portions. Okay, these transition one portion, this one, what is that, family words one portion. So and your one word substitution portion, high frequency words portion. So we'll be doing many things, just like how we have different dishes and we consume it and we get the balanced diet. Just like that only, you take the things from all of these areas, so that what you will be practicing all together on all the things. Ma'am, can we get the PPT? Okay, Sanjay, when can we practice questions in the class? Yes, Sanjay, this week we are dedicating only for lexical resources. That means words. Before we get on to our text completion and sentence equivalence, we want you people to be like, what is that? At least stable with the words. That is the reason 1 week completely we are focusing on words only. Okay, Sanjay. So after this, we'll be taking up sentence equivalence and text completion.